Hello students, let's do an Ohm's Law practice problem. Actually, let's do two of them. I think you're going to find that these are very straightforward. So remember, Ohm's Law says current equals voltage divided by resistance. And oftentimes it's written this way, probably just because it's easier to print that way. There's three variables, so you can always use your triangle trick to solve for current, voltage, and resistance. And remember that capital I is what we use for electric current. So this first problem that we're going to do is with a toaster, and it's asking us to find the current, so that's what I is equal to. It said that the resistance of the toaster is 14 ohms, and remember we use this symbol here. It's an omega to represent ohms, and it's connected to a household circuit which is 120 volts. And so we need to find out what our current is equal to, so I equals V over R. No tricks necessary for this one, no algebra, no triangle trick. We just simply put the numbers in, and we have 120 volts, and we'll divide that by our 14 ohm resistance, and the calculator gives us 8.6 amps for the first one. So here is the answer for number one, and here's the equation that we used, and we're going to move on to number two. So for number two, we're asked to find the voltage, so V is our unknown, when we have a current of 2 amperes. Let me just fix that, we get equal sign here. 2 amperes, capital A for amperes. And for this one, there is a resistance of 8 ohms. So we can always start with I equals V over R. Now I have it written up here, V equals IR, but you can always use your triangle trick. And so since we need to solve this for voltage, we need to rewrite this V equals IR. So it's important that we write out the equation, solve for the variable that we need. Now let's put the numbers in. We have our 2 amp current. We've got our 8 ohm resistance. And 2 times 8 is 16. We're looking for voltage, so the unit is going to be volts. And I bet that you can make your omegas look better than mine. Those are pretty terrible. There are other times where we do Ohm's Law problems and we're asked to find what electric power is equal to. And if we have to do that, our equation for electric power is power equals current times voltage. There's other times we're also asked to find what the electrical energy is equal to. And so if we have to find electric energy would be equal to power multiplied by our time interval. This will be helpful when you do your problems for finding electrical energy costs, because remember we get billed for kilowatt hours. Kilowatts is power, hours is time. And then lastly, if we do need to find what the cost is going to be equal to, right, the cost will be the rate that we're charged from the electric company, and we multiply that by the energy that we've used. So we have a way of finding electric power, electrical energy, and electricity costs. These each have 3 variables, and you can also use the triangle trick for these. We should be getting pretty good at that triangle trick by now. So those are the the Ohm's Law problems, and a little bit of a preview for electric power, energy, and costs. And I will see you in class.